Part 2. Before I could speak, he tossed a few bills at me, his fingers moving like he had all the time in the world. Without a second thought, he ripped my VIP card in half. The money's refunded. You're no longer welcome here. Can you leave now? My blood boiled and the words I wanted to scream barely stayed in my throat. I waved down a lounge attendant, my voice trembling with anger. The attendant sized me up with an icy lip before responding. If you don't want the refund, by the rules, you're still allowed to stay. I pointed to the no smoking sign on the wall. Can you ask them to put out their cigarettes? The attendant's gaze hardened further. They've already paid their fines. They're allowed to smoke for the next hour. If you can't stand it, you're free to leave. His words sliced through me, dripping with condescension. Honestly, some places just aren't meant for people like you. I took a deep breath, forcing myself to keep calm. I'll file a complaint against you, the attendant sneered, her voice dripping with contempt. Ma'am, the VIP lounge is for VIPs. Your status alone means that even if you complain, your words won't carry much weight. In short, I don't care. Do whatever you want. At that moment, Silas glanced at me with disdain, his gaze like a cold blade. Alora, after 3 years, you've truly humiliated yourself. Elvira, ever the actress, put on a concerned face, her words dripping with insincerity. Alora, you should leave. Staying here will only make a fool of you. A curious businessman leaned in, asking Silas, do you know her? Silas's smile faltered for a heartbeat before he recovered, his voice smooth but tinged with arrogance. When I was younger, I made a mistake. I ended up with the wrong person. The businessman around him nodded knowingly. It happens. These women are all the same. They know how to target wealthy men. Who hasn't been taken in by a woman or two in their youth? Once you see through them, it's no problem. Now Silas and his wife are deeply in love, having wandered down the wrong paths to finally find each other. You have to truly understand how low those gold-digging women can go to appreciate what real love looks like. I suppose there's some lesson in that after all. The people around me mocked and belittled me without a shred of restraint. Silas, who had once been my husband, knew I was being wronged, yet not a single word of defense came from his lips. Instead, he pointed at me with contempt, his voice dripping with disdain. I don't know where she heard that from, but she came here hoping to meet President Ferrari. Look at her. Pathetically begging for money, absolutely shameless. It's sickening. The crowd around me stared, their eyes filled with scorn as they tore into me. Lady, dignity matters. It's time for you to leave. This is a business space, not some charity event. You're making people uncomfortable. You won't get a dime. You've got arms and legs. Why don't you work for your living instead of always looking for handouts? I met their harsh words with cold defiance. I didn't come here begging for money. I just happened to run into Silas. Silas sneered, his voice dripping with disdain. Your pitiful act of playing coy and you think I'll fall for it? Alora, I once loved you, but I've long since run out of patience with you. He pulled Elvira close, a clear show of possession, and shot me a glance. I have someone else now and we're getting married soon. As for you, you're neither my first love nor my obsession. You're just a fleeting shadow. Seeing you here today only brings one feeling, disgust. Your methods are dirty beneath me. The first clap came from nowhere. Then, the whole room joined in. The businessmen clapped eagerly, their faces gleaming with admiration. Silas is so powerful. Silas really knows how to protect his woman. What dominance. The sycophantic display turned my stomach. I couldn't bring myself to engage with these people, so I turned to leave. But Elvira stepped in front of me, blocking my path. Alora, are you just going to walk away like this? Don't you think you owe me an apology? I blinked in confusion. What are you talking about? Elvira pointed to her high heels, her voice dripping with pride. These shoes? Custom made, worth 30,000. You stepped on me earlier and now the surface of my shoe is ruined. Everyone's gaze shifted to me, their eyes cold and judgmental. A wealthy businessman sneered. How can this woman be so uncivilized? She's not just uncivilized but vengeful, too, another man added. Silas's eyes locked on me, his expression hardening. Alora, you've really sunk to new lows. I could only offer a helpless shrug. I didn't step on her. Elvira's laugh was sharp and dismissive. So now you're calling me a liar? Soon, I'll be the wife of the CEO of a publicly listed company. What's my position? Would I really waste my time making false accusations against you? Silas's expression turned icy at her words. He pointed at me, his voice cutting through the tension. Alora, did you or didn't you step on her? Stop lying and embarrassing me.